The following is a paid political announcement.
Lifelong Democrat Diana Florence served for 25 years as a Manhattan prosecutor under DA Robert Morgenthau. She put criminals away, stood up for victims, and protected our streets. Now, Diana is challenging failed Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg as an independent because it's time for a DA who fights for our families, not criminals. That's why Diana has won the support of organized labor like the steam fitters, plumbers, and ironworkers, everyday New Yorkers who want a DA they can trust. Manhattan needs a DA who will do the job, prosecute crime. That's Diana Florence. Under Alvin Bragg, crime is up and prosecutions are down. Bragg doesn't prosecute crime. He plays partisan politics. Bragg failed to protect women and failed to protect workers. As a prosecutor, Diana Florence won groundbreaking convictions, fighting against corruption, domestic violence, wage left, and daily working conditions. She's always been a partner of unions, community groups, and to cops like us. For Manhattan District Attorney, vote for Diana Florence. Diana4DA.com. Paid for by Diana for Manhattan DA.
Well, we are now going to go to the 77 WABC ActionCarting.com phone line. New York City's premier waste and recycling provider. A top-notch writer is Wally Mathews. He's written books. He's written for just about every newspaper in the New York area. And he's on the end of this line. Hello, Wally. How you doing?
John, first of all, let me apologize for being late. I may be a top-notch, whatever you said, but I'm a terrible phone answerer. So I just didn't hear the phone ring. I'm so sorry. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. You didn't hear the phone ring?
Yeah, because I always have my phone on silent like an idiot.
Oh.
So I have to see it.
See,
anyway.
I don't have that kind of phone.
All you wish. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where silent is on my phone. I do.
So glad to talk to you.
Now
man.
I turn it off.
Glad to hear you.
I turn it off late at night.
There you go.
Okay. So there. Well, I've just been talking about the Yanks. What did you think of the Yankee season, and what did you think of their loss to Toronto?
Well, first of all, it was a strange season because they looked unbeatable early. Then they looked very beatable, right, for the middle of the season. Then at the end, they got hot again. And I actually thought, and I had said this about a week ago in the season, I said to some friends of mine, I think they have an outside shot to win this division. And we know they ended in a dead tie with Toronto. So on the whole, I thought the regular season was, I guess, a success. I guess. I mean, they looked very good at times. Obviously, losing Garrett Cole way back in the beginning was a huge blow, and that might have made a difference here. But to take you to game 4, I was shocked. I thought after the way they abused the Toronto bullpen in Game 3, that now we got a bullpen game in Game 4 in Yankee Stadium. I thought for sure they're heading back to Toronto. So I was kind of surprised. But look, the team has some flaws. It's very good. Team has some flaws. Obviously, there were some big mistakes made in the game that cost them the game in Game 4. But I just don't understand all the panic and people calling for Boone to be fired and Cashman to be fired and this one and that one. I just think it's crazy. I mean, Toronto's a very good team. I don't think there's any doubt that Toronto, the Blue Jays, have a real good shot of winning the World Series.
Well, I agree. I said the same thing before you came on, Wally, that I wasn't upset at the Yankee year at all because so many young players came through and hit unbelievably, and they were without Garrett Cole. I think Garrett Cole would have won one game, and the Yankees would have beaten.
And the other thing, I think Max Fried was gassed by the
yeah, I guess so. But they're going to have a great starting staff next year with Garrett Cole and Fried and Rodon and Schlittler, and then we'll see.
Oh, is he something else, in Game 3?
Oh, he was terrific, and he's got great stuff and poise. He's going to be very, very good. But you'd have to say they have to work on their bullpen.
Without a doubt. And there's some other problems too. I mean, I think there are problems with Volpe. I think he's got to be straightened out. Obviously, he shows flashes of being, the potential to be a very good player, and at other times you're like, man, they got to sit this guy down. The other guy that I love watching him play, but he makes a lot of mistakes, and that's Jazz Chisholm. I mean,
he gets a little excited, right?
Yeah, he does. I think he gets a little too emotional out there, and I love the fact that he's really enthusiastic, and I like to watch him play. But there's got to be like a happy medium. I thought. Now I don't know if you thought this, but I thought on the error he made on the double play, I thought he might have been screened momentarily by the umpire. If you recall, the umpire had to kind of jump out of the way of the ball, and it was a one hopper. And that, it's a bang play, and he's a major league player and should have made it. No excuses, but I think that there might be a little explanation there.
I think he gets a little excited. I thought that of kind of Falefa that he rushed, and I think that of Volpe. I think Volpe ought to just take a split second and then make the play. I think he rushes too much.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the other thing that I really, and I was screaming at my TV set at this point, when they had second and third with 2 outs, I think in the 8th inning, Austin Wells came up. The relief pitcher had just walked the previous batter. He swung at the first pitch, which was up around his eyes, and popped out. I thought, you've got to have a little patience there. Make the guy pitch, all right? He just walked the guy before. This is a borderline pitch. Don't jump on it, right? I mean, show some patience. But I kind of felt like he was trying to win the game with one swing. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Well, I kind of agree with you when I see that happen, where they walk 2 or 3 guys and the next guy swings at the first pitch. You want to
make him prove he can throw a strike.
Yeah, because a lot of pitchers don't want to throw strikes. They want to throw off the plate. I see that all the time.
They want you to chase, and he played right into their hands there.
Yeah.
So that was a disappointment. I mean, I must say, Game 4 is a disappointment. I'm not saying it would have been different. If they had gone back to Toronto, where they played horribly all year, probably would have lost that game anyway. But I would have liked to see a Game 5.
Well, you'd like to see him get the chance.
Yeah,
and
exactly
I thought too. I don't know if Chisholm was screened, but that was an easy double play. If he catches the ball.
Yeah, it was a tailor-made ball. But if you take a look at the replay, it looked like the umpire crossed in front of him real quick. And, still, like I said, it's not an excuse. You got to make the play. But it might have just thrown him off for a split second.
Now, the Cubs play Milwaukee tonight in Milwaukee. You'd have to admit that Milwaukee does more with less than any other team in the major leagues. I mean, they had the best record, and they obviously did not have the highest payroll.
No. You know what? Dollars don't always translate to wins, do they?
No.
You can buy performance, but you can't buy results. You can spend a lot of money on guys who put up big numbers. It does not mean you're going to win enough games. So I like it when teams like Milwaukee, show that you don't have to spend $300 million.
Oh, that is amazing.
That being said, I still think the Dodgers are the best team left. And then what are they spending, like $500 million?
Right. Well, they certainly have the right names. And now that Will Smith came back, when they put up their great hitters, and then Teoscar and Will Smith and Max Muncy, they also have, like the Mets, they have 6 pretty good hitters too.
I know, there's very few weak spots in that lineup. I really like watching them play. And I feel the same way about Toronto. I think they're pretty strong up and down.
Well, we're going to find out. I mentioned kiddingly that, boy, that is some trip. I'm glad I don't have to make that Toronto to Seattle. And then Seattle back to Toronto. That's a lot of flying.
I mean, I love both cities, but yeah, it's the in between time. It's getting from one to the other.
It's flying over the rest of the country. So, well, Wally, thank you for coming on. The next time you have to be on time.
I promise.
You have to hear the phone, because I guarantee you will be on the show again. So
don't ghost me. Don't ghost me because of this. All right, keep me on the list.
No,
right?
No.
John, I'm so happy to hear you on the radio. I must say. Really missed you all season.
Well, this is a kick to do this. I think that's my speed. 1 day a week and 1 hour show. But anyway,
sounds like my speed too.
Yeah,
that's very good.
Come back soon, okay?
I will. Let's have dinner together. All right.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. Be well.
One thing. Happy birthday to your daughter, because she's going to be 25.
Yes, tomorrow. In fact, she's having a party tonight. She's kicking mom and dad out of the house.
Oh, wow. Well, we're having a big dinner up in Westchester, because my trips are 25 years old today.
Wow, congratulations.
We had babies at the same time.
Yes, we did. You know what? We should have put all four of them together, and then I wouldn't have to leave my house tonight.
Right.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
that's part of being a dad.
Anyway, thank you for being here, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, John. You be well, man.
Thank you, Wally.
Bye-bye.
Wally, by golly.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Lifelong Democrat Diana Florence served for 25 years as a Manhattan prosecutor under DA Robert Morgenthau. She put criminals away, stood up for victims, and protected our streets. Now, Diana is challenging failed Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg as an independent because it's time for a DA who fights for our families, not criminals. That's why Diana has won the support of organized labor like the steamfitters, plumbers, and ironworkers, everyday New Yorkers who want a DA they can trust. Manhattan needs a DA who will do the job, prosecute crime. That's Diana Florence. Under Alvin Bragg, crime is up and prosecutions are down. Bragg doesn't prosecute crime. He plays partisan politics. Bragg failed to protect women and failed to protect workers. As a prosecutor, Diana Florence won groundbreaking convictions, fighting against corruption, domestic violence, wage left, and daily working conditions. She's always been a partner of unions, community groups, and to cops like us. For Manhattan District Attorney, vote for Diana Florence. Diana for DA.com. Paid for by Diana for Manhattan DA.